and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Riding on the playground. No one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round. No one wants to be first found.
Do you guys know about this? It is a guy, cops got into custody after stabbing somebody, and they got him November 18th, 2022 in Boise. I've never heard this before. This just came across my feed. Actually, this was 11/21. This is the body cam of 11/21. He stabbed his father on 11/17. So we're gonna give this a little watch. Trigger warning. There's a lot of cop action and a lot of guns, and there's knives, because I think the guy's actually carrying a knife. So here we go.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands.
Newly released body camera video shows what led up to an officer-involved shooting in Idaho after the suspect stabbed his father, attempted to rob a bank, and ran toward police with a knife in hand.
Let me see your hands, dude. No! 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 Yes! Get down here! No! Get down!
It all started in Boise, Idaho on November 18th, 2022, when suspect Jeremy Waste stabbed his father. His father was taken to the hospital, treated, and later released, but Waste went on the run. Days later, on November 21st, he attempted to break into a locked bank.
And tell me exactly what's happened.
Well, we're not quite open yet. We open at 9, and all of a sudden I felt somebody or heard somebody at the front door, pulling on the doors like crazy. And he had a black mask on, and then when he realized the door wasn't open, he beelined it over to a van.
Investigators say Waste drove off from the bank in a gray Honda Odyssey. Later that day, Ada County Dispatch received an emergency call reporting Waste was trying to break into someone's home. The caller said the suspect was driving that same minivan.
And what was the address of your emergency?
Yes, this is my Jeremy Waste, who is wanted for stabbing his out in front of my house trying to get in. He just hopped back in his van and is leaving.
And he's wanted for stabbing who?
Stabbing his... Please send someone out here. There should be people already out here looking for him in the area. So he went down to the end of the court.
So what kind of vehicle did he get back into?
It's a gray Honda Odyssey minivan. And I can't tell the plates he has, but he's coming in. He's coming back in.
Coming back in where?
Pulling back up. Pardon me? Please send someone out.
Yeah, I heard. Right, ma'am. Just so you know, I already have a call in for my officer, so if you could just let me know, if he stays in his car or if he gets back out of the car.
He's back. He's ringing the doorbell again at my house.
God, that poor woman. I know dispatch has got to be one hard job. I mean, really, really hard. But man, some of the ones I've heard lately are just, I mean, you have to have some, your patience level's got to be just over the top to work in a place like that. I don't know how people do it, to tell you the truth. But this guy, perfect last name for him, right? God, look at those beady eyes. Eek.
Trying to get in, actually.
At about 2:17 that afternoon, investigators attempted to ping Waste's cell phone to find his location, but it didn't work. Hours later at 4:45, he was seen at a park riding a BMX bike. By about 5:30, officers caught up with Waste on the bike path. Body camera video shows these moments.
He might have just ducked down. If somebody gets with me, we can walk it and see if we can find him. So there is the clubhouse is gray, and then to the east there's an orange building. That's where he went between.
Video shows an officer running toward Waste, calling out his location via radio.
Somebody get to Grand Forest. He's on the bike going eastbound.
The officer calls for Waste to show his hands, but he refuses.
Stop, police! Let me see your hands!
After that, Waste rushes toward the officer armed with a knife.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
The officer continues calling for Waste to show his hands, but he still doesn't stop. It's then that a second officer opens fire, hitting Waste.
Let me see your hands, dude. No! 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 Yes! Get down here! No! Get down!
After that, officers put out a shots fired call.
Shots fired. We're on the bike path. Thank you. Let me see your hands. Drop the knife. Throw it. Drop the knife.
Waste was later taken to the hospital and treated for his injuries. After that, he was booked into the Ada County Jail. While the incident happened late last year, the Boise Police Department just released body camera video and audio recordings this month after the Ada County Critical Incident Task Force completed its investigation. The Twin Falls prosecuting attorney reviewed that investigation and determined the officers acted appropriately. Last month, Waste was sentenced to up to 30 years in prison for stabbing his father and rushing toward police with that knife. He'll be eligible for parole in 10 years.
Wow. That guy was a little crazy, right? I'm just thinking the date. The date is Boise. A bunch of stuff happened. All this allegedly, all the ties, a bunch of ties coming out of Boise. I wonder who he's like, his circle is, like where he lives, and you know, if he hung out with anybody, I mean, God, the guy sounded crazy as all get up, the screaming and stuff. And then the officer, I wanted to laugh, but I knew I better not. When the officer turned around and started running the other way, I'm just thinking, dude, you have a gun. This guy's got a knife. I mean, I was like, what is he doing? But anyway, I'm glad they didn't, in situations like this, when there's other things that need to be known, like, I mean, he could be someone involved with the Idaho4, for all we know, you know what I mean? I mean, he seemed a little bit off his rocker, so I wouldn't doubt it. But if you unalive them, then you can't get the information out of them if you can get it out of him anyway. But you never know. So anyway, I just wanted to put this out there and see if you guys know anything about it, because I've never heard about it. This is the first time I've ever heard it. Alrighty, have a great day. It didn't know what it wants. It doesn't know what it wants to do today. It's been pouring rain, then it'll sunshine, then it'll pour again, and then it'll be windy. Oh my gosh, it's been windy and rainy and just awful. Yesterday was really bad too, but tomorrow we get thunderstorms.